Owners, dog lovers, listen up. A dog in Highlands Ranch showed symptoms of this extremely rare disease, and within days he was dead. Well, tonight the vet who cared for the dog warns that she's seeing more of these cases this year.
Denver 7's Gary Bro joins us live. Gary, is this disease, can it be spread to people?
Yeah, Jessica, it's called leptospirosis, and if you're a dog owner, it may sound familiar because it's typically the vaccination we elect not to get. Letty Paoli was one of them. Last week, her dog Copper died from the disease, and now she's waiting to find out if she also has it. Letty Paoli's dog Copper battled health issues for several years, but in the last year and a half, Copper was back to being the energetic dog she remembered. Until about 2 weeks ago, when her husband was out back playing with Copper and their other dog, Zoe.
He says, I think Copper hurt his back again.
After taking him to the vet, they later found out Copper was suffering from one of the early signs of leptospirosis.
Never heard of it. What is it?
One of the first symptoms of leptospirosis is that they're drinking a ton of water and then they go out and urinate, and sometimes they have urinary accidents because they're drinking so much water.
Dr. Laura Russell helped care for Copper. She says her office in Littleton usually sees 1 to 2 cases per year. This year, they've seen 6. Dr. Russell says jaundice means the disease has progressed.
So the whites of the eyes will turn a yellowish tint.
Leptospirosis can be passed from animal to person or, like in Copper's case, to another animal. Within days of his diagnosis, the Paolis were forced to make the difficult decision to put Copper down.
Such a sweet boy, and he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The CDC says leptospirosis is spread through the urine of infected animals. It typically gets into water or soil where other animals can come in contact, becoming infected.
It's an optional vaccine, and my husband, I'm sure was only worried about the major ones.
He's a good dog.
Dr. Russell says the Paolis are not alone. Most skip the shots. Russell says the cost scares some off, and she says she's seen cases of the dogs becoming ill.
I think it does cause more dogs to get a little bit sicker than other vaccination, but man, a little bit of malaise and stuff that we can turn around. I guess I've seen some pretty terrifying lepto cases this year, so I'm vaccinating my dogs for it this year.
And some of the signs for leptospirosis in people are similar to the flu or a stomach bug. Now, the best prevention is to avoid your pet's urine if you think they may actually have the disease. And Jessica, we reached out to several different health departments around the state to find out how many cases there have been. They tell us leptospirosis is not reported.
Well, thank you, Gary, for that report. Just in the last